We live in a digital world. You must be strategic about your online presence. Natural light is more powerful than artificial. This will remain true into the future. Never forget the power of the sun. Never forget the power of the sun. Are not for sale, but you must market yourself to succeed. Try not to be afraid of your own power. You cannot sell anything when you are afraid. I learned this early on, canvassing door to door. People decide in the first half second when they open the door whether they will give you money or not. Your pitch is important, but not as important as your confidence.
The new company logo is a torch inside an obelisk, inside a 5-pointed star, inside a 16-sided die against a backdrop of blazing sunlight.
My time is short. My spirit is enormous.
How could this happen?
You will defy these
How could this
odds,
happen?
but you must use everything you have
Sold
to do
at
it.
bargain
I will help you.
Sold at bargain rates, please. Though I have seen your body enter the fire, may I see you again.
She hollowed out the goddess, filled her with gunpowder. She set the powder on fire and watched it explode. Then she took photographs of this now burned girl, called her Untitled.
I am here to serve the people.
We do not pretend to be objective.
It's young, it's terminal, it's intimate. It's young, it's terminal, it's intimate. It's young,
like the energy of a star itself.
it's terminal,
Constantly balanced between its weight,
it's intimate.
straining to crush its core, and the heat of that same core heaving it outward. And I realize most of what we know we can't see, like the bird song overhead, or the women in China building iPhones, or the men picking strawberries in the early dawn, or even our sleeping sons in the next room who will wake and ask for their lightsabers.
Let's talk about the fact that money is death. Down to my last $5 is what I call this shoe. 10 o'clock political education is what I call this dream. I got the job is what I call this blues. Politics means people did it and people do it. Understand that when in San Francisco and other places that was never really there. Bet this ocean thinks it's an ocean, but it's not. It's just 6th and Mission Street. All know who's king. King of thin things like America. I am proud to deserve to die. Capitalists eat until the world is blurry.
We scrape from the world its tilt and meander of wonder, as if eating the last burned onions and carrots from a cast iron pan.
I'm taking cerebral self-defense courses in long stairs to pacify.
She moves her entire body like a
Ink made of teeth, mask, and mouth like flag
your
birds.
sneak dream, she somehow said. You will quarrel with the person you hold it. The length of a day in a place.
All of this makes the blood on Van Ness's market breathe, savage, overdose, disembodied. Same corner where the pieces of a tenderloin drifter Lego into a suitcase stuffed beyond the carry-on capacity. Donated to Goodwill doorstep. My country club is right around the corner. Offers $5 jabs, ample seating, cleaner bathrooms than most universities. In the absence of color is a boy that won't sit next to me on the train. White like alopecia is proof of God. White like is tired of talking about white
without being inside me.
White like decaf skim lattes ordered in workout gear at 7:25 a.m. The time these words are written, when forced to overhear your business meeting, the world your office. White like the world your office. White like offices. White like work. White like off-white cubicles.
The first time I tried to box, I was trying to get knocked out. I came here to get knocked out.
know which prospect was more frightening, being afflicted or encountering those who were. It was hard to know which prospect was more frightening, being afflicted or encountering those who were.
When you're in a conflict, settle yourself. Feet on the floor. Deep breath.
Imagine that you and the person with whom you disagree will meet in a room. You knock on the door, and when you go in, you ask respectfully, what do they need that you aren't giving them?
What don't you know that you should know? I find my own unwillingness. I find surprises and solutions. As the votes come in on Tuesday night, the second Tuesday in November.
I close my eyes and imagine Donald Trump's office. I take a deep breath and knock. The door creaks inward, but no one answers. The light is off.
One day you'll make it to the home, but for now the homies wanna slide through, asking what's the vibe to get into. But you tweak it hard at the drive-through. You said 5 when you meant 2.
And I run from the room and the game, the gamers, the Game Boys, the boy games, the war games, the warmongers, the alt-right, alt-wrong, controlling that lever that is Trump. We proclaim ourselves safe spaces, pin, but can't connect to each other or ourselves. I'm stealing morning after Mission Impossible style, the underground reproductive freedom railroad. I'm too old to have more children. Pills are not for me. I steal because I had a choice. I steal choices for others.
And when this world makes him wanna holler, teach a nigga how to sing through a fixed noose. How to still laugh, too, reminisce too. How to illmatic through a chip too.
first place, only to wind up in the far, far past seeking absolution in our chapel of the rigs or deep-seated crystal meth basements.
I woke up the next morning as happy as a clam. Was I safe? With nothing but the clothes on my back, 2 joints, and an attitude? I'd never felt safer.
I know the police have always worked for the rich. The war on drugs is always about locking brown people up and why these prisons are built. But I swear this town didn't used to be so mean. White people keep on coming and coming, pointing us out, pushing us out to the edges like animals. To them, we are bangers, we are beggars, we are tent city trash makers. We, the former tenants of San Francisco, dead in jail, sleeping under the freeway, out here, somewhere between Stockton and the grave.
Why are pirates so appealing? Because they just I was a pirate, an outlaw, standing up against forces that were truly trying to destroy me. I was not wrong.
But geez, it happened fast. That's the New Deal, and I do recall the real New Deal. Things creep along, just creep and creep. But in a flash, everything changes. I always stood outside in the sun or mist or fog or rain. It didn't matter. I was alive. It's all past tense now.
Down, heavy milk, lick my lips, fingertips, sweet bits of you and me, covered in it. Glazed ridge, bridge, I like the swing of it. Droplets, which I covet. King, crown, I'm bound, slick, I bend like deviation, crest, axis, inclination, cling and swerve and curve, acclivity, declivity, infinity.
Trauma is not easily shed. But you know that, don't you?
Dive head first, heavy-headed as a baby, when you come across the one, the second, and the third. After the storm, roll your hummingbird heart in the muck until you are one with nature. You must die to be reborn.
127 million photoreceptors detect light stimulus, becoming electrical impulse along the optic nerve to the brain, and then a chemical, the mind, an open file without a name. And from this, we begin to make sense of our world.
I cannot genuinely say I love you to myself yet. The closest I can come is telling my agoraphobic heart it's okay to let people in.
With her your blueness, wounded by crimes committed was all we knew, we would be wishing left and right. We would be wishing for life to be what we thought it should be. It was almost a constant wish, and we thought that in articulating it, we were getting closer. It almost seemed like it wasn't even wishing, because we thought we were articulating something that was the world's wish.
It's not a lie about me wanting her to come over. It is a lie about me writing a novel. When it comes to Jackie, I present one truthful thing and one falsity. How bad is that? I think there's a kind of balance to it. Not everyone takes balance into account, and that's unfortunate.
A planet, yes, a planet. My kingdom in exchange for a planet populated entirely by matriarchal justice warriors. Yes, yes, no, a city. My planet, my entire planet, in exchange for a city populated entirely by drunken, wailing gutter poets. Yes, yes, no. A lover. A single lover. My entire city in exchange for a single lover who populates my orbit. All because the tiniest fragment of a photon of light refuses to apologize for its awkward presence in dark matters. And why should it?
Where a hand strikes, what nuance of movement will trigger the pounding of a wall in the night, in the silence? She sits on the edge of the bed, listening. Will it erupt again? Will the neighbors now treading back and forth upstairs complain to the landlady? How can she love him through this attack?
Wendy beside herself. 3 years after Wendy Tsai loses her right arm to a southbound Mustang on the Pacific Coast Highway, she hears 2 reports ring out through her townhouse in Costa Mesa, and upon answering the door, she discovers that the arm has returned. It is free of glass, the bone unfractured. It looks better than ever, in fact, bronzed, oiled, coconutty from an island vacation. Where it ends above the elbow, flesh has been cauterized into violet blisters. Surprise, sweetie, says the arm, fingers moving in an arpeggio across the welcome mat. I came to wish you a happy birthday. Thank you, says Wendy. Happy birthday to you too.
Roommate. To save on rent, I allowed my younger self to move in with me. I envied him his energy and relative youth, but I had no desire to trade places. We mostly led separate lives until we fell in love with the same woman, which got awkward. Eventually, she left us both to be with my much older self. After that, we chased younger and younger versions of her until finally we grew into the man she wanted me to be all along.
These nights, I clutch pillows with 2 white fists like Rose. Cannot unclench even broken clocks. We hold on to fractured objects, drag the mess of the city back into our home. I'm not the first, nor the last to take refuge with Rose. I'm fairly certain now every tenant she rents to is just another something clipped. A soot-stained story taken out of context, folded in place so we cannot fly up in a gust of wind, clinging our arms flat against a brick wall somewhere, just trying to stay upright in the morning. There are subway trains that sing to me, cleansing the night of memories, keeping me up, of arguments I tell others come from my neighbors, the station, robbing with life as I place dollar bills and other people's hats. My own box I fill with adjectives easily stacked like stanzas one on top of another, like I'm fairly certain now there must be some sort of meaning in the space between the words, or maybe between the people, between each thrust and groan. I have pocketed so much weight to make up for the missing body of a man that tell myself is making space for what is to come, a springtime purge.
Are you sure you want to hold on to that life jacket, he says. I'm fine, I say. I watch the shore, how tiny the kids and teenagers are, their parents taking it easy. I turn around, there's another shore, with just as many tiny kids, teenagers, and parents. I feel disappointed, like half the ocean has been taken away from me. Intuitively, I know I'm staring at my own death. That if I kept swimming in that direction, I would arrive on that other shore, and my death would be just like my life. I would get in my car, and it would be the same car, but it would be my dead self's car. I would go to my dead self's apartment, and I'd be alone. I go to work and do the same stupid job I've always done, only I'd be dead, so it'd be the same thing forever. Not because anyone's punishing me, but because that's who I am, and that's how I'm going to be.
Last year I wavered between whispering and screaming, the very latest from the Western Front, Alaskan quiet. The radio was never much of a conversationalist. The very last tape I listened to scrambled like an egg at brunch in Pittsburgh on a Sunday with the very last people I expected to be at brunch with.
That I am illiterate in my first language.
The very last ornament we hang from our tree each year is a face. The very last year I spent Christmas with my whole family was in 6th grade.
I use the word
hated
tribe
my
like
whole
we are
family
some sort of
that
family.
year.
However, some of you I have never met, and some of you I have had moments of wishing not to know.
To the very last drop of blood in my body, I wanted them out. Now I want to bring all these Pittsburgh people home with me. Take them to meet my family. With every pixel of every word I bleed, I never wanted to hate my family or anything at all. I want last year to be the very last time that I ever hate anything, even when white people are killing black people and sealing off the streets. I will hold so many hands to the very last finger resting on the very last trigger of every last gun. Listen to me, I am loving, I am loving, I am giving so much fucking love to you.
I can say in Thai, bad economy. I can say in Thai, my heart is broken. I can tell my tia in Portuguese all about meeting Jacinto Lucas peers and discuss the movements in Portuguese literature related to the revolution. I can tell her about the friend I made in Portugal who grew up a mile away from me in California. But when I want to leave her a note that I have gone for a walk, I sound out the words. Then I draw a foot just to make sure. I have said, I missed you, when the correct words would have been, I love you. I was speaking English.
Oh, my synthetic Madonna, with your nylon heart, let me worship you for my plastic love. Let me place you on a loose-side pedestal, shower you with transparent adoration, with all my rayon leisurewear soul. Let me drape you in diaphanous, flammable lingerie of gossamer, neon pink, and spandex your buttocks with grace. Oh, my silicon angel, how your Kevlar body is your sequined canvas, how you embody the will to change, to recreate, to define ourselves, how you are Dr. Frankenstein and monster both. Watch as the villagers come to burn crosses before your astroturf door.
I grabbed Batman Piñata and split, walked into the night, heard the sounds of my Piñata comrades destroying and killing the Trump Piñatas. I turned for one last look to see they were burning the store to the ground. We hurried to leave the mission knowing there was people ready to break us, beat us to a pulp, but no one batted an eye. No one gave a shit. It started to rain. Our paper got wet, mushy. Our insides began to melt. We ran into an alley. We fell on the ground, ready to fucking leave it all. When a light appears, I look up, and there before us are 500 glowing hummingbirds in the shape of a gigantic being, a giant green glowing hands reaching out to us, made of cosmic little fucking speedy, flapping, beautiful as fuck birds. I feel less like melting and more like I'm glowing so much. It was like every part of me was singing, like I was made of voices, and Batman Piñata 2 looked as surprised and shocked as I was, but then we were in the black sky, and then we were in space, so many stars. My soul became 1,000 fucking stars, and I finally shine brighter than all the white piñatas, but I was still pink as fuck, still green, but so shiny, so I twirled like the fucking crazy fucking biggest fucking disco ball in the motherfucking world.
Every Saturday, put on my boy walk and flavor my sweet talk and hold firm in a size small for that one with the laugh, the giggle, the soft, the hard, I jello, and a remold for the weekday. A little boy tugs and asks, "Are you a boy or a girl?" I respond with yes. And he scratches, I exhale, clench jaw tight, wear clothes tighter, let my hair down the next day because that's the kind of girl I am.
The urge seized her so strongly she forced herself to say her own name, like an exhale aloud in the empty room. I know, because I have also lived outside my body. I have placed it as far away as my reach would allow, let it dangle from the edge of me like a loose thread, a static hair from a sweater. I know, because my timeline is busted. It's a chutes and ladders board, a series of slides that spit me back out where I started. Recollections with mismatched faces, scenes set in the wrong landscapes, missing pieces without explanation, holes.
Record them, pick a day, put microphones everywhere, so everyone listens at the same time. Some of us will have to wake up in the middle of the night. Others will need to pull over for the whole world to listen, to hear the bird songs and the sounds of water, travel the world, find the amazing ones, find the wild sounds, bring us nature, so we can listen. This is what it's time for. The kind of thing it's nice to believe is that there's one big heart for all the rivers. Go to the rivers, find the heart, record what happens, take this sound, drown the world, make blessings, mountains of blessing. Show us mountains, give us signals to go up, show us caves, draw us in, to look in the dark. More than anything, this is what it's time for. It's time to pray. It's time for praying 101. Make a prayer. Make a heart song. Make a prayer that pumps a river. Make a river that turns into us. Do these things and we promise we'll watch. We'll watch this water making a song. We'll wait like rock. As long as it takes for the water, for the song, for the prayer, till we can't tell if it's a prayer or a song or if it's water. There's a song and it's a song version of a river. Make a rhythm, we'll assemble. We are ready. Get us on the inside, find us on the heart.
Liu Xing's wives, open-mouthed. Juan. Oh, my circle life, the path from the sewing bench to the kitchen to the bedroom, where I sit massaging your mother's ankles at night, kneading her morning of opium and alcohol, husband and sons, into bone. I, high forehead, tiny feet, your mother's gift to you. We wed once, the lily in my hair, and then you were an envelope I waited for. The paper bills curled to buy meat from the market. I want to love like Ba Jing and Xiao San. He slept with her ashes by the bed. Instead, I stoop to the mirror, see myself. Not quite widow, almost apparition. I do my best not to exist. I do my best, but what can I do?
I borrow time to skip across latitude lines, and if you wanted to know my middle name, I would tell you declination. I borrow time to remember arc seconds, to trace my genealogy back to Ramallah, which is another name for hope. I borrow time from my grandmother, who I now call Malik, whose eyes have become bread, a fig tree in the backyard. I borrow time to forget that the sun has to set over the desert, backpedaling to meet the man who made my name mean refugee. I borrow time.
Of course, I want to be bad, soft-bellied mama with a long, dangling belly button ring and my boot on your chest. Proud elephant knees, fistfuls of flesh electric, your video girl. Call me when you need the one who can dance you into a frenzy and then to sleep. Hush, call me when you want to know how the animals got their courtship rituals. How the mothers learn to eat their mates and raise their young.
Problems. Lazy, fat, capitalism / the patriarchy, insecurity, poverty, this mole on my neck, thinning hair, too quick to make a joke, too slow to laugh, too bored to care, too busy to notice. I don't make real human connections that seem to last. Can't finish anything, can't start anything worth finishing, don't believe in hope, don't get angry enough at the things I need to get angry at, yell at my kids, I'll die penniless and alone, don't like to dance, can only sort of swim.
I froze my eggs. I'm 33 years old and I froze my eggs. They say you never know. They say keep your options open. The internet offers wisdom. They say you should freeze between 15 to 20 eggs per baby because they don't all hatch, excuse me. They don't all bloom, excuse me. Break, excuse me. They don't all become a baby.
Always pick the wrong checkout line at the store. Don't use enough sensory imagery in my poems. Addicted to cheese and sugar. Can't pick a favorite color. Myself forward without learning the lessons of youth.
These are my eggs.
Have a pretty big chip in this one back tooth. Rely on rhythm and rhyme too much of. I criticize artists more than I create art.
Into the milky hypodermal corridor and watch as day become night. What a night, what a night at all is this fire? Is this darkness? Is this the tree? Are these dry leaves under my elbows, under your knees, or in my mouth? Is this spit mud on my brow, an earthen prayer on your cheek? How many steps around this room? How many little drags around this wood feather? Or how much glass around this?
I crashed on a Pesach, Road America, Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, summer of 1990. Race car drivers never talk about their wins, we talk about our crashes. Here I am in the guardrail, just back from 2 weeks at Kripalu and Ashram in the Berkshire Hills of Massachusetts. The edge on my racing skills had eroded. Heel and toe, double clutch downshifting made my first practice back very clumsy. The car feels heavy right out of the pit lane. The suspension won't load. The power slams on uncontrollably, and I'm driving around the track scared at 110 miles per hour, wondering what the fuck I'm doing here.
Maybe you could sell me some insurance or some shoes.
I extend my sensitivity into the wheels and smile at our braking skills deep into corners. I have some heat in the motor now. The tires begin to grip. The skill set of physics that's mass in motion works through my hands. I set up turn 6, turn in, apex, track out, and I fuck it up. I turned in too early and added power too late. The car slides 2 wheels into the grass, exiting the turn. I lift off power, drive it back onto the track, coast through 7, set up A. I'm on power but tracked out late. Turn 9, I dial in, and I come out hot. The wheels grip, the power comes on hard and smooth. I have to pass the car in the straight in front of me. Suddenly, who I am as a race car driver comes alive, takes over, calms my breathing, lasers my focus. I'm at 180 miles per hour when everything slows down. I'm at speed, mentally processing corners at a hyperkinetic level. I can feel the undercurrent of fear below, the adrenaline twitching through my fingers and ears. A single pointed predator-like focus overtake the car in front of me.
My good friend and psychopath, Army John, asked me to stay at his ranch in Slow. I went to Slow, we drank porter. I went to sleep, and he produced a ghost gun from an 80% complete lower on a 3D printer in less than 3 hours. Just like that, an untraceable tool, something of total devastation. I was shocked, amazed. I had been sound asleep and dreaming of music and woke up with this thing beside me. That's how easy it is to get one. That's how easy it is to get one.
The first time you feel the launch of tear gas into a crowd is like making love to a subwoofer at a house party. It is in you and through you all at once. The ancestors in all their infinite wisdom neglected to mention the feeling of being choked by strangers from within. I thank them for this. Had they warned me, I may have not heeded them. Or worse, I would have never felt their hands pulling me up to fight another day.
Where my hair matches rubber shoes. Bootstrapping liquor, tongues flame flicker quicker. My best friend is a stripper, they femme. They put it on like water, like skin. Mine doesn't fit, never did. 10 a.m. fitting for a straitjacket, never looked quite right on this queer. Fit for a straitjacket, dressed to kill for a straitjacket, cause I needed a hug. Fit for a straitjacket with an escape hatch. It's part of my act, they tell me. I'm out of it by the chorus, they tell me, and I know mine won't slip off so easy. Easy does it, tattooed on fingers. Easy does is easy does, so where's mine? Straight jacket tattooed on fingers, easy like straight girls, easy like straight jackets, fit like tattooed girls, fit like tattoos on fingers. Easy does it, and Mom, and Sharon, and other women he respects more than me. Fit like respect, fit like fingers, fit like other women he respects more than me. Fit like women, unfit like women, unfit to be women, unfit like fingers on your throat, unfit like throats choking bullshit, choke like bottom ninth, choke nines, tens too. Pretend like, damn, mommy, that ass walks itself. How the fuck else would it walk? Fuck like mommy, fuck like that ass, fuck like it walks like it fucks itself up and eats cab fare to get sober.
When asked about his house on live television, the man makes a motion like smoothing a dress. 2 flat hands moving in opposite directions. Means level. Means that's it. Means done. In baseball, strangely means safe. This is a feel-good story, remember? Us with our foolish routines, stuffing the gaps under our doors with wet towels, but going on to work. When we were girls, we were taught to yell fire, not rape. This so they would come faster, or at all. The sky is impossible, but I have seen it once before in a desert during a dust storm when I felt the least important. There were no wild animals who came to lock eyes with meaning, offer meat or comfort. There was only the sound of casino dings, faint and very, very far away.
Snake guys, they're not always good guys, they're not always bad guys, but snake guys are always interesting guys. I was once a young snake guy in training. I grew up running those East Bay hills and often came home with a king snake or a gopher snake. And one time I even had a run-in with a big, lean-ass rattler. Beer can thick. Tell how long. Darted out to the rock. Scorpions. And like the big snake slithered into some dead logs near the Chabot rifle range faster than you can say Ricky Ticky Davy. Tail making that tail noise of nearby frat boys barking. Hate. And then his pit viper face and those vicious hiss. This one is less like than like the devil himself trying to haunt.
Not just relatives, relations. Sisters, brothers, others, getting well, getting sick of that. We stick together. We stick together, own our weaknesses, own our strengths. We do not give up, will not give up. On the wild side east, Oaktown, I care for you. Black women, I care for you. Feminist women, I care for you. Revolutionary women, I care for all you. Healthy, happy, angry, ill, or called crazy, you are the world, the center of the world. No other, there is no other. Only you and me, and we are we. When we awake, where will we be? Where will you be? Where will I be? Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now.